Hey fans, I'm going to do a video here on a repair that I have to do. So, this is an Infinity model. It's a Hakaslam something or other, I don't remember exactly what. But if you can tell there, right there in the shoulder, his shoulder doesn't match up because there was some sort of miscast, right? Like you can see maybe his left hand shoulder, or the one that's on our right side here in the video, that meets up real well with his arm in the arm socket where it's supposed to. But the other side doesn't, and that has everything to do with the fact that we just didn't get a complete cast. So, the way that I'm going to go ahead and fix it is with some green stuff. So I wanted to kind of show you guys a before, and then I'm going to show you an after, in an attempt to kind of give you guys an idea of what it is that I'm trying to do. I've got a card here that kind of shows you what it's supposed to look like. So it kind of looks like he's missing the upper part of his arm there, where he should have his shoulder there. It's not complete. Doesn't exist entirely. So we're gonna try and fix that. And anyway, we'll give it a roll and see how it goes. Okay, so I finished that up real quick. Not a big deal. Wanted to throw out some basic commentary about green stuff. I tend to always mix 50-50. That gives me enough time because I'm kind of an amateur, especially at sculpting and green stuff, and so it gives me enough time for it to kind of be soft and malleable and pliable to start, and then it'll start to harden. About the time where I'm getting it where I want it to be. I tend to use just an X-Acto knife, though I do have some sculpting tools. I have sculpting tools. I just have found that I really enjoy what I can do with the X-Acto knife. It's familiar in my hand. I'm used to using it. To each their own. That's what I do. There obviously are good reasons and good applications for sculpting tools, but if you're like starting out, like get like one or two cheap things. Don't spend all of your money on a bunch of, don't buy a bunch of expensive sculpting tools that you may never use. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So my detail again on this camera is not the greatest. That's frustrating, but hopefully you guys can kind of see there that I've got a shoulder in there. I've said it a couple times. One of these days here I'm going to have a photo booth and I'm going to be taking some nice high resolution pictures so that will show up better and people will be able to see it better. But anyhow, I did a replacement shoulder, tried to make it look like the other shoulder. Even used the bottom of a thin drill bit to put some rounded imprints in there to make it kind of look like the other shoulder on the guy. To just kind of replace the fact that he just didn't come with we didn't just come with this with the shoulder piece, the upper arm. When I'm doing the green stuff, obviously I like to have water close by, and I'm always kind of like dipping. You want to keep the green, keep whatever it is that you're using, aka your knife or your fingers, to put it in there. You want to have water between that and your green stuff. Obviously, that's again just green stuff 101. Otherwise, it sticks to you and not to your model. Again, that logically, then you don't want to have water in between what you're trying to put the green stuff to, and the green stuff, because otherwise it won't stick. Let's see. Well, what else can I say? I am a pretty amateur green stuffer, so I can make small details. I can do a couple of things that I've practiced a couple times, but by no means am I out here sculpting a new model or anything like that. But anyhow, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I think that this is when it comes to doing something that's a replacement piece, if the cast was gone wrong, I would try my hand at this, right? When it comes to gaps, if there's a gap when you're gluing your model together, a good example is Privateer Press. They often have gaps, especially in a lot of their older models. I like to use super glue and an accelerant to close those gaps. It's just faster when you get the paint on, as long as you're doing it right and you're not glopping over and getting glue everywhere. It just tends to be, in my opinion, a quicker, better route to getting those gaps closed than trying to put copious amounts of green stuff in them. At the very least, you should try it out. Anyway, yeah. So there's my fix on this assassin Ragic, whatever. Anyway, you guys have a good day.